Hello, my name is Santiago Dominic, and I'm going to be talking about how can the mentality of an athlete affect them, not only in their sport, but their personal life. What do I mean by this? Imagine a person or athlete's life, in this case, is like a Jenga table, like a Jenga tower. Each individual brick is part of their life, and imagine something were to happen to each part of that life. It would crumble, and it would develop a mental block and instability in their life. What is a mental block? A mental block is, let's say, like a psychological wall that forms in one's head that may lead an athlete to not be fully concentrated in their sport and may lead to them not doing their best in practice, which could then affect them in their sport. This could make them mess up even the most simplest details that could be essential to the race or their game. How does the blocks form in one's head? Well, this could be a result of frustration, doubt in one's mind that, like, if you see someone faster than you or, I don't know, shooting better than you, like in basketball, you begin to doubt yourself, and that thought just begins to follow you around, and it just forms like a mental block that just stops you and won't let you like move forward in your sport. This could also be because of tragedies that happen in one's life, like let's just say a death of a family member or a pet in some cases. This could also greatly affect the athlete in how they think about how they're going to do it, like how they're going to do in their sport or race. But amongst many athletes, research shows that 35% suffer from this type of block. How can a block not only affect you in your sport, but in your life? Well, the frustration from the block and the frustration of you not improving in your sport and what you love can greatly affect you in your school if you're a student. This may lead to an impact on your social life as much as your grades. This could lead to yourself isolating yourself because you think, why is this happening to me? Why can't I stop myself from falling? Why can't I just stop, take control? And this can just lead to you messing up your head and just crashing your social life, and everything you've worked for in your school life just falls. This could lead to you not sleeping well, which could also affect greatly your studies, which could then lead to just being more frustrated because you're like, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this get worse and worse? And you just get angry with yourself, and the frustration just blocks you entirely. And then it's just like, it feels like you're going in circles and circles, and it just insanity until you finally reach what many people call rock bottom. When you hit rock bottom, you feel totally just hopeless. You feel like there's nothing you can possibly do to get back up. So, what this ultimately brings me to, how do you overcome this? How do you overcome a mental block that you feel like you've been stuck for, let's say, months, and you cannot move forward, and it's just frustrating? Well, you can go get help. You can go get a therapist. That helps. A lot of athletes go to therapists to work out their problems. But we got to understand, people isolate themselves because they think no one understands them. No one has ever experienced this. But we got to learn. Even the best struggle. Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball player in history. Some people think it's LeBron, but in my opinion, it's Jordan. He could jump so high, people thought he was like a demigod in his sport. No one could touch him. But then after, sadly, the passing of his father, he decided to go to baseball. And after like 17 months, he finally returned. And someone actually stole the ball from him. No one thought that happen. So instead of like getting him down, he used that in the off season to just work and work and work. And when he came back from baseball, he won 3 championships in a row. The same happened to Michael Jordan. What do you do with the loss? Do you let it keep you down? Or do you get back up and become stronger? This photo is in 2012 in the London Olympics in the 200 fly when Michael Phelps, thought to be the greatest swimmer in history, lost to Chad LaClaus in the 200 fly by one stroke at the end. And trust me, Phelps felt that when he says in every documentary he's been in, that was the worst loss I've ever been through. After that, he fell into depression. He did not want to be alive because of that. And also because he had depression because of his condition. But instead of that, he trained for 4 more years. He went to Rio. Just before the 200 fly, Chad LaClaus thought it would be a good idea to shadowbox in front of him. And trust me, there was a lot of memes made that day because his face was so angry. And what happened after that was one of the greatest races Michael Phelps has ever swam. He beat Chad LaClaus. And Chad LaClaus, while swimming in the 200 fly, he was looking sideways to Michael Phelps, while Michael Phelps was looking forward. So in the end, he beat him. He beat his mental block. He overcame his challenge. So did Jordan. So we got to understand that not only we suffer from this, even the greatest in history can suffer from it. So you just got to understand, you either stay down and it can ruin your life, or you can get back up and become the greatest person you can ever hope to become. And that's why I hope people can understand. Do not let a mental block affect you. Let it empower you. Let it help you surpass your limits. And thank you very much. That is my source.